anyone would have tapped me on the shoulder and told me that before the age of 30, I would have surgical procedures to save my life, I would say it is a lie. Did I do anything wrong to be cut open? Not once, not 2 times, not 3 times? No. This video will definitely save your life so you do not make the same mistakes that I made, because nobody likes to be cut open 3 times. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about health. What you should do to prevent you from going in for unplanned surgeries. Living in Nigeria, there is what I do every year, and there was one particular medical checkup that saved my life. Well, every year for the past 3 to 4 years, I would go to the lab to do a comprehensive medical checkup. And putting this into my routine saved my life. Before this time, I would always have excruciating, painful menstrual pains. And I thought that this menstrual pains was normal because I went to a boarding school where I would see so many other ladies, they would be rolling on the ground during their period because the pain is crazy. But for me, as time went on, the pain increased day after day, year after year. It kept becoming worse. I had to survive on drugs to have a normal day. I can never forget the day my mom took me to write JAM. I was less than 16 then, and on that day was the day my period came out. I entered into the JAM exam hall and I was seeing double. I was on the ground and writing my script, and I would come up on the chair. Everybody was pitying me, but I didn't know that that was the onset of what was to come in the future. Watching this video, please and please take notes so that you can start doing these practices, and it will help you to avoid the surgery room. Nobody wants to be cut open. The pains, the tears, the stitches, everything that comes with healing after a surgical operation is not for the weak. A friend of mine, she watched me experience that kind of pain. She watched me experience it, and she called me and told me, I have pains, but I do not have your kind of pains. This is not normal. And I was like, it's normal. Everybody has menstrual pain. Maybe some people's own is like higher than others. And she said, no, I have stayed with you now this month. With what I saw today, you rolling, you throwing up, and you're taking these NSAID drugs to quell, and still she said it's not normal. Please go and check yourself. And that is the beginning of my exposure. And so I went to the lab and I checked. I had to do a comprehensive medical checkup. And in the comprehensive medical checkup, I just went, I was not even going for the sake of the menstrual pain. I just went because it was January, and she does this comprehensive medical checkup, and she told me, why don't you follow me to the lab? Let's just do a comprehensive medical checkup. And I said, I am not sick. Why will I do a checkup? Why does everybody? And that is my mistake. Me, at that time, for you to go to do a comprehensive medical checkup, you must be sick. Well, since I've been having that menstrual pain, or maybe I have malaria, let me just pay for the combo. And the lab then, they were doing a comprehensive medical checkup, and let me just pay. But I paid half-heartedly because she was pressing to just check and all. Why I went to do a comprehensive medical checkup wasn't because of the pain. It was just because I just tagged along with a friend. And guess what happened? This is what they found out. After the comprehensive medical checkup, they found out that I had fibroids. And this, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 5, not 8. I had up to 12 fibroids sitting inside me. I called it something submucous. Then you see you have somewhere. I'm just showing you on the screen. And I was intrigued because I didn't even know that I had all of them in my tummy. I was seeing them like tennis balls popping everywhere. And I said, please, what caused this? And he said, he really cannot just see. It is a black woman problem. Most black women have it. It's just that if it starts disturbing you, then you have to take it out. And that was my first introduction to fibroids. Watching this video, I want you to know that if you're experiencing these symptoms, it is not normal or they're not normal. It is not normal. Yes, you'll be in pains, but not that kind of pains. It's either you have endometritis, or you have fibroids that you have not yet discovered, or you have something else that is causing that level of pain. I am not sure God put us into this world for something that is supposed to come naturally in a woman's body, and then we cannot function for 3 days at that level. My sister, if you are at that level where you cannot function, please go and check yourself, because this is my story. After the test results, I now saw the doctor and he said, look, you're dying slowly. Look at you are taking iron tablets. Sorry, I forgot to add that I was taking blood tablets, because after my period of 5 days, I would be woozy. It would be like I'm having malaria, but I will go and just check for malaria and they will say you don't have malaria, but your blood is low. You have lost so much blood, so I would have to start taking iron tablets. There was no kind of blood tablet that was in my house then, because I had to replenish what I have lost. It was like the woman with the issue of blood, because I was losing. And I thought it was normal, because it came under the term of, oh, I have heavy flow. If you're watching me, please rethink. This might save your life. The best solution for a woman whose fibroid is disturbing her, whose fibroid has grown so big and she has multiple fibroids that in different places that is disturbing her, is to take it out. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is a general test saved my life. Because after that, I went to visit the doctor, and later I had the surgeries. And you guys know, if you go down to my health tab on this page, you will see where I did. You'll see where I talked about fibroids and my battle with it and all of that. But the point of this video is, it taught me something, that every year, and I made a pact that every year I would go and do this comprehensive medical checkup. In case you're wondering, what kind of comprehensive test should I do in a year? Why is this comprehensive test important? Tests where the doctors check your vitals, your blood, your kidney function, your liver function, everything in your body. It's important because if something is starting or something is rearing its head, you would nip it in the bud before it transgresses. I have a friend that she went in for a test and she found out that she had cancer. And she had cancer in her kidneys, and it was a stage 3, but because she caught it on time doing a comprehensive test, it saved her life. A real life friend, my very close friend, she took out one of her kidneys and she's with one, but doing a comprehensive test saved her life. Why is it important? It's important because it creates a baseline for your health. It helps to detect any noticeable changes in your body before time. Look, we can be healthy, but a lot of things can be going on inside us. Now, in case you're wondering, what kind of test should I do? What kind of test should I perform as a woman or man? These are the basic tests you can do. Any other extra tests, you can talk to your physician about it. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to outline the basic tests everyone can do in a physical examination. First, you will check your blood pressure. If you're looking at the screen, you will see me 2 weeks ago. I walked into the lab to do my test, and I went to do a comprehensive test. And yes, you will check your blood pressure. After checking your blood pressure, why is it important to check your blood pressure? If your blood pressure is high, you are at a risk of hypertension. Yes, some people are hypertensive. So if you don't check your blood pressure, it's a risk factor for a stroke or a heart disease. Regular monitoring of your blood pressures can catch these things much earlier. Blood tests are very important to conduct in a year. What is a blood test? First blood test I'm going to talk about is the CBC, which is a complete blood count. It helps to diagnose conditions like anemia, infections at an early stage. The second blood test you should do is a lipid profile test. What is a lipid profile?
Forget to get a urine analysis test.
Test that measures your cholesterol level, including your LDL, HDL. It's important because it can help reduce your risk of cardiovascular disease. If you're watching the video, you will see me entering into a room, and there they gave me a gown to remove. Another blood test you should go for is called a blood glucose test. This test checks the level of sugar in your blood. I don't need to talk much about diabetes. I don't want to go into that, but you should know the reason why we do a blood sugar test. If you're an adult above 25, I would insist, I would beg, and I would pressure for you to check your blood sugar. Why is it important? Because it helps to screen for diabetes. It will help to tell you if you're pre-diabetic, if you're diabetic, and early detection is very important. I have an auntie that she was having these headaches and weakness every time, and she was complaining that, oh, she will take drugs, she will take this. And because I have been through this before, I'm now a connoisseur for health. I told her, auntie, let's just go and check. Let's just go to the doctor. How much? And we went and she checked, and the doctor told her that she is pre-diabetic. She's not diabetic. She is pre-diabetic. If she didn't check and know her stance, she knew that she had to cut down on her sugar. This is why a comprehensive physical examination every year, it costs nothing. There's a saying that health is wealth. There's no money in this world that quantifies to health. Because if you're not healthy, you cannot even enjoy the money, you cannot even enjoy your kids, you can't enjoy your husband, you can't enjoy life, you can't enjoy your work. Early detection is key in health. One test you should include in your physical examination is the thyroid function test. Why is this test very important? This test checks how well your thyroid gland is working. Issues can affect your metabolism, it can affect your energy levels. So you might not understand why you're getting tired every time. Some females add weight because they have low metabolism. This can be natural as we get older, but some people have thyroid issues that they don't know about. My people, it costs nothing to do this every year. Urinalysis, your urine, which is very, very important. This is important because when they test your urine, they look in for the presence of your glucose, proteins, and any sign or infections of a kidney disease. Yes, if you have kidney related issues, a urine test will show it. If you have a UTI, that test will show it. Please, it is always good to add, in fact, it's very important to add this urinalysis to your test. Do a ECG and EKG. As you can see in this video, you will see me entering into a room. This is their own ECG, EKG room. And I was given a gown. You have to strip naked and wear the gown because why is this test important? Is to check your heart reading. This test records the electrical signals in your heart. Help detect your heart reading, especially for people that have a history of cardiovascular diseases. Cancer screening, especially for women. Please let me concentrate on this. Cancer screening is very important to add to your list of your yearly physical examinations you should have. Please. For women, pap smear HPV test. This test is very important because this test is recommended every 3 to 5 years to screen for cervical cancer. For me, I screen every year because I didn't take, although there is a vaccine now, I heard for it, but because I didn't take the vaccine, I just want to screen every year. They take your pap smear and they screen for cancer of the cervix. Please, it takes nothing. I think the pap smear test here now cost about 12,000 or 15,000 in some labs. What is 12,000 or 15,000 naira in a year that you cannot do that will save you the risk of knowing, oh, do I have it? Am I getting it? Early detection is key. Most people that have cancers or people that have died of cancers are people that caught it very late. Important factor I would recommend that you get in your physical examination is mammogram. I will recommend that every 1 to 2 years, women should check their breasts. It helps to know if you have lumps in your breast. A mammogram helps you to detect if you have cancer. A mammogram helps you to detect if the lumps in your breast, for those who have lumps, if they are benign or the size of them. Without this mammogram test, how would you know? Some of us cannot check your breast very well. Some of us are doubting when we have that self-breast examination. Early detection is key. I have seen women that have removed their breasts due to breast cancers. It's always good to check on time. Check and know. If you touch your breast doing the physical self-examination of your breast and you feel any lump and you're not sure of it, please go to the hospital. Please include this test every year in your physical examination. It costs almost nothing. It costs nothing to what we wear on our body, to what we eat. That wig, that expensive wig that you bought for 400,000. My dear, a test will not even cost you quarter of that. Please, if you're listening to me, I don't want to call names of people that I know personally, but trust me, out of experience. Now, these and so many more, I did up to 15 tests there because, see, not knowing is worse. Some people say, oh, don't worry, I don't want to wait, don't worry. At first I am well, I've not had any sign, let me don't go and look for what is not there. Do you know that if I never took that time to go and check when my friend just pulled me along to check, do you know that those fibroids would have been worse because it was pressing on my womb. It was pressing on my womb. This, for me, doing this general examination, it's not because I want to throw away money, but it's because, look, not knowing will kill you faster. But so please, for women, if you will not do anything, please check your breast, do your pap smear for cervical cancer. Please and please and please check your blood sugar. Also, do your dental checkups. You can do your eye checkups. That was how I found that I had fibroids, and I went ahead to remove it. But during the fibroid surgery, I had to research about the fibroid. There had been no known cause for the cause of fibroids. And please, after the test, always take your test to a doctor to interpret, because you would not even know some of the indicators that are there. They can tell you, oh, your creatine level is high. They can tell you, I forgot to add, throw in a hormonal profile test for women. There are so many women that actually have PCOS. They do not know that they have PCOS. There are so many women that have this liquid coming out in their breast, which means it's either they have higher progesterone or higher estrogen. They do not know. All these tests will give you answers to what you might see as normal in your body, but it's not normal. These are, I wish I can go on and go on and go on, but these tests saved my life. Because who knows if I kept on bearing those pains, those fibroid pains, and without knowing that actually fibroid was gradually eating me up slowly from the inside. Please, there are many women that have lost both their wombs, both their fallopian tubes due to fibroid, because by the time it is detected, or because of the fear of surgery, by that time it has gone to a very, very bad state, and the doctor said, look, we have to take it all out. We have seen it, we have heard about it, we have read it. Don't let it be you. Go for that checkup today. Please, these are the basic tests, but there's so much more that you should check up on. There are so much more that you should check for. For me, these are the tests that I did. These are the following tests I did on the 28th of January 2025. Paid for the Gold Package program. If you're in Port Harcourt, you can check Biosystems in Port Harcourt. Please go to a certified lab. There are red factors to look out. Always go to a certified lab or a hospital to do your tests. For me, I went to Biosystems in Port Harcourt in Nigeria to check mine, and these are the various tests that I did. I paid a total of 202,650 naira, and these are the tests that was conducted. 102,650,000. Is it too much for a test in a year? You must not do every test that I did. You can take the highlights that I highlighted earlier in this video. But these are the tests that I conducted or that I conduct every year for the past 5 years. I check my vitals and I consult with a doctor. I do the ECG, full blood count. I did a thyroid function test. I did a fasting blood sugar test. I did a fasting lipid profile. I did a renal function test. In this test, you have to submit your stool. I did a liver function test, abdominal pelvic scan, which is of course scanning your tummy. This is when they check for fibroids, to check your tummy, doing a full scan. I did a stool analysis test. I did a H. pylori test. This is a test checking for ulcer. I did a CEA test, which is a cancer marker test. I did HIV 1 and 2 test, which is very important. I forgot to add it. I did a hepatitis B and C test. I did a urinalysis test. I did an M and C test. And then I did a pap smear and I did a breast scan. And I think that is all I did. I did about 20 tests. Remember that in all of this, they took just my blood, they drew my blood, they took my urine, they took my stool, and I had a physical examination. So let me know, is it worth it? Is spending approximately 200,000 for all these over 20 tests done worth it in a year? In other places, you can get cheaper. Remember that you can pick and choose, especially from the test I called earlier in the video. Please do not miss it. You can pick the most important ones. You must not do everything like I did, but just talk to your doctor and he will tell you at least a comprehensive test to suit your budget. It can cost you 50,000, it can cost you 80,000, but along the line, it will do you good. Please get that test today. If you love this video, please don't forget to click and like. I just decided to mention it. I am in your faces every week, 2 times a week this week. See you guys on Tuesday where we'll talk about how to build a low budget farm, like according to your finances, what to look out for so that you don't waste money in the poultry industry. See you guys and have a great day.